in a while. It is back. It's another. It's a live stream. It's a live stream. Road America. Welcome to Road America for the IndyCar series. The IndyCar series coming here to Road America for another time. And how about this? Can Delilah Shipley go back to back? Can she go back to back years? This time it's 35 laps. Last year, you know what? We just remember last year was 25 laps. 25 laps last year, 35 laps this year. How about that? 35 laps just this year. That's longer than last year. Just 10 laps longer. So this will be a crazy race. And now we're right along with the Menards driver Ryan Blaney to see how to race here. He is a good road course racer. We are all watching some of the greatest road course racers, and we saw Harley Myers win at the Daytona Oval last week. Like the last time the IndyCar Series took the track. And that was a great finish to that race. She held off Avery Shipley and Kevin Harvick. So yeah, that was a good run. Harvick might be back in the car this week. We don't know. I think he's just running with just the oval races. Can Nick Green win at Road America? I think is the road course king. And now let's see who has the pole. Pole sitter. Oh my gosh. What a starting lineup. Oh my gosh. I think Nick Green was starting in the back. Oh my gosh, one sec. S 16 cars will be on the track at Road America when Nick Green is back in the 21. How about that? But how about this? Racing in the 3, we have Kelly Green, who tried to win her first career IndyCar race last year at this track. I think it's Chelsea Johnson in the 19 that has the pole here in Road America. How about this? Back racing in a different car this week. So in the 11, racing in the 11 this week, we have Harley Myers in the number 61 this week. That's different. We actually have in the 61 we have Alex Johnson. So she is racing full time this year. Alex Johnson looking to win her first career IndyCar race. She is a good road course racer, but Chelsea Johnson, her sister, has a pole. But the unbelievable second place starting spot. This is very unbelievable. Pat Green is starting in second. Then it's Rockhill. Then I think Redarmo. Then Avery Shipley. Then Ray Green, Kelly Green, either Nancy, and then Nancy Sofrin, Matthew Johnson, I think Kyle Busch. I think that's the 18. If it is, that's Kyle Busch. Then we have Alex Johnson, Nick Green, Harley Myers, Jack Moon, either Scott or Sam Sofrin, and Delilah Shipley. Delilah Shipley starting from the back today. And starting last was Delilah Shipley. Getting ready to go. It is raining very hard. Scott Sofrin back in the 41. Also racing full time this year. Coming to the green flag in Road America. And we're underway for Road America. now, great start by everybody. Pat Green. I think she's gonna take the lead. No, she is not. I think it's Chelsea Johnson who leads here in Road America. Pat Green, but Pat Green's fighting back. Can Pat Green win this race? She is fast. Who's gonna prevail in the rain? It's still Chelsea Johnson, Pat Green, and others. Pat Green going low. Green to the lead here in Road America. Green off the track. Big bump. Pat Green takes the lead on lap number 1. And Pat Green was looking for her first career IndyCar Series victory. She's a good road course racer. And she showed that she can hold everybody off on road courses. Pat Green, she is trying to hold off Chelsea Johnson and the other cars. Is that Rockhill that's in third? I think Nathan Rockhill is in third. Big run, here comes Chelsea Johnson. Going low, trying to take the lead back. Pat Green, she gets off the track. She hits the outside area of the track. Well, now she's fighting back on the top. She takes the lead back away. But here comes Johnson with a great run. Great battles in front of them. I think Redonald just took third. Pat Green. Big fight for the lead. Side by side. Coming to the front straightaway. Pat Green. Chelsea Johnson. Side by side for the lead. Up towards the front straightaway. Pat Green, I think, is going to take it back. Chelsea Johnson is in second. Johnson back to the lead. There's Rocco in third. Pat Green right there. Pat Green looking to take the lead back. Remember, this race is crazy. Huge storm. This is a storm. They are racing in heavy rain. But remember, rain tires are on, and they are making one of the greatest races. Pat Green back to the lead in Road America. Green gets off the track. Johnson takes the lead back. Who's that in fourth? Is that Matthew Johnson that just took fourth? How about that? I think Johnson just took fourth. Let us look. No, that's Nancy Stoffern. Nancy Stoffern takes fourth. But Pat Green is still there. Running in second, trying to run down Chelsea Johnson. Pat Green. Huge run on Johnson by Green. Green off the track again. Nathan Rocco going low. Battle for second is on. Green gets off the track. She slides. Green slides again. Pat Green going back after the lead again. Pat Green, maybe one of the best road course racers, side by side for the lead. Green clears Johnson. Green back out front in Road America. Pat Green, she is showing us that she is a real threat to win. Green on the front straightaway. She's going to lead her first lap of the day and of the year, I think. Pat Green on the front straightaway leads in Road America. How about that? She leads to Johnson 35. Now, Pat Green, she's still fighting. She's still trying to hold off Chelsea Johnson. Let's look who's in last. That's Harley Myers in the 7. Myers is in the 7 this week. Then there's Alex Johnson, Nick Green in 14th. Then we have Kelly Green, she dropped back. And then Avery Shipley. How about Delilah Shipley in 11th? Then we have Scott Stoffern battling with Jack Moon. And how about this? Chelsea Johnson was able to get back around Pat Green. Johnson back to the lead in Road America. But Green is still there. Pat Green going low, side by side, maybe. Pat Green, she knows how to pass. Pat Green, she knows how to win. She won here in the rain before, not in the IndyCar series. I think she's the better I think she's a better racer in the rain. Pat Green, big contact with Chelsea Johnson. Like we said, Pat Green will be a threat to win her first career race. Pat Green going low. Is she going to clear Johnson again side by side through the S's? Green back to the lead in Road America. Pat Green leading. And now Nathan Rocky gets off the track. Oh my gosh, Nancy Sofrin to third. Sofrin to third. Fifth, it's Ray Green. Then sixth, we have Matthew Johnson. Seventh, we have Matthew Redarmo. And then eighth, we have not Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch said that he's not going to race. So no NASCAR drivers are racing today. Oh man, Nancy Sofrin, she was able to get around Chelsea Johnson for second. So Sofrin was facing her mother now. And battle for the lead. It is Pat Green and Nancy Sofrin. But how about in the 18, we have Audrey Schreiner. Her first time racing in the 18. And now, here it is. No, Audrey Schreiner's not racing. That's Lyric Tanner in the 18. Tanner racing in her first career IndyCar start. And now, here it is. It is still Pat Green, Nancy Sofrin, and I think Chelsea Johnson. Let me look. Wow, Chelsea Johnson fell all the way back to fourth. Battle for the lead. Nancy Sofrin going low. She has not led a lap all day or all year. New leader, it's Nancy Sofrin in Road America. Side by side, it is mother and daughter. Nancy Sofrin for Team Penske takes the lead in Road America. How about that? That Verizon Chevrolet takes the lead. Taking the lead away from the DHL Honda, Pat Green. Pat Green, can she earn her first career IndyCar win right now? She is up against her daughter, and she has to face a hard-charging Nathan Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill going low. Trying to take second, but couldn't. It's still Nancy Sofrin who leads in Road America. Pat Green, though, started to close the gap back on her. Pat Green closing the gap back on the leader. Green, strong run. Coming to the braking zone. Look at Pat Green. Green around. Green wrecks. And Green is in the wall. Pat Green, she just hit the wall. And that might be it for her. And that was a difference maker. Pat Green fell all the way back to 11th. Wow. While that's happening, Nathan Rockhill starting to close the gap on Nancy Sofrin. Pat Green did not want to see that. Pat Green, she wrecked. Pat Green just wrecked on lap 5. Here it is. Rockhill going low. To the lead again on a road course, it's Nathan Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill, Nancy Sofrin battling for the lead. It's the new set of leaders. Rockhill, Sofrin. I think, yes it is, Sofrin back to the lead. Nathan Rockhill though, around the outside, takes the lead back. To the lead again in Road America for the first time today, it's Nathan Rockhill. Rockhill leads, and he's going to lead his first lap of the day. You know what? And that's not surprising. Every time when we come to a road course, he will be a threat to win. Nathan Rocket leads Nancy Sofrin and Chelsea Johnson. With a Johnson 35. And why is it Johnson 35? Well, because we're celebrating the Johnsons' 4th, 5th, and 6th finish place last week in Daytona. Nathan Rocket leads the Johnson 35 from Road America. How about Matthew Darmel in 4th? Darmel's fast. Sofrin going low. Sofrin tries to take the lead back. She does. She will clear Rock Hill. Sofrin back to the lead. Nancy Sofrin looking for her first career win in the IndyCar Series. How about this? Nathan Rockhill takes the lead back. But how about this? Pat Green is fast. How do we know? She's back in the top 10. Pat Green, after wrecking, is back in 9th. But it's still Nancy Sofrin who leads in Road America. Nancy Sofrin might actually get her first career. Can Nancy Sofrin get her first career IndyCar Series win? Sofrin leads. Then it's Rockhill, and I think, yes, it is. Look at this, Darmel. Matthew Darmel to 2nd. Oh, wow. Here comes the Indianapolis Grand Prix winner. To position number 4. It's Ray Green. 2nd place, Matthew Darmel. Darmel hasn't ran up front all year. Darmel fighting for the lead. All year this year, Darmel has not fought for the lead, and now he is. Of course, it's at a road course. It's at a road course, and he's fighting for the lead. That's surprising. Rockhill was usually winning on ovals. And everybody is crying right now. The Indy 500 winner, Nick Green, running in last. Jack Moon not doing good. He's in 15th. Pat Green just wrecked again. Green just fell all the way back to 15th. Pat Green, I'll tell you what, is not having a good race. Lyric Tanner in her first career IndyCar race. She's in 7th place. Tanner runs in 7th. But it's still Matthew Darmel when Nancy Sofrin that is fighting for the lead on lap 7 of 35 here in Road America. This will be a long race. And I just got a notification from YouTube. Eric Esap out of the groove. He just said Kyle Larson is close to a NASCAR return. So the rumors about him joining the 48 might be true next year. Back to IndyCar, it's still Nancy Sofrin and Matthew Darmel. Front 2, Chelsea Johnson, the pole sitter, back in 3rd. Darmel with a great run. Is he going to take the lead away for the first time this year? Not yet. Sofrin continues to hold him off. I'll tell you what, Nancy Sofrin fighting for a championship She was good last year at this track too. She got the pole here last year. She led a few laps and she was able to hold them off, and now she's doing it again, but she has to face one of the best racers, Matthew Redarmo. Redarmo, who won the Daytona Oval last year, fighting for the lead against Stoffren. How about that? It's still Nancy Stoffren. And now look at this. Going down low. Redarmo. New leader in Road America. Redarmo takes the lead away for the first time this year. Stoffren is fighting back. Contact made. Redarmo clears Stoffren as he leads in Road America. How about that? How about Scott Stoffren, on the other hand, is in last. Then it's Nick Green. But it's Matthew Redarmo who leads in Road America. Look at this, Chelsea Johnson going low. Johnson, is she going to take second? I think she will. Back to second place. It's Johnson. Speaking of Johnson, here comes the other Johnson. Matthew Johnson, the other Team Penske car. We're riding along with him for a few laps. In a Johnson 35. when now green flag pit stops are now underway. Here from Road America. How about this? I think Chelsea Johnson might be taking the lead back. And then it will be Ray Green. Scott Stoffren maybe. Delilah Shipley does not might not need to come to pit road. Lyric Tanner does not need to come to pit road. But you know what? No. We are seeing it live right here. Nancy Stoffren. It's Stoffren. With Stoffren when with Stoffren, Johnson, and Johnson, Redarmal, Green, Stoffren, Shipley, and Tanner. Lyric Tanner, she is fast. Going down low, 7th place, Tanner. I think it's gonna take 7th. Yes, she is. Lyric Tanner to 7th. But while that's happening, we have a battle for the lead on our hands. Chelsea Johnson, Nancy Stoffren looking for her first career IndyCar win. Same as Chelsea Johnson. And how about this? Matthew Johnson looking to go back to victory lane. Matthew Johnson is good. Then there's a big gap. Back to 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. How about this? Lyric Tanner, she's in 7th. Closing the gap on the 41. Lyric Tanner, she might come back and win this race. Well, can Lyric win it?
Green.
Lyric Tanner, she is up there. How about this? How about Ray Green with the Indianapolis Grand Prix winner? He's in 4th. But we are watching Nancy Stoffren when Chelsea Johnson going at it. Johnson back to the lead in Road America. Matthew Johnson is right there as well. Stoffren back to the lead. Huge battle up front. Stoffren, Johnson. Nancy Stoffren from Ohio takes the lead back. With another driver that we are keeping an eye on, Pat Green. She led earlier today and then she wrecked. And now she's back into 13th. But the fans are mad. Nick Green is in last. And that's not like Nick at all. But how about Lyric Tanner in 7th place? And how about Kelly Green? Kelly Green is in 8th. She's fast. And now Ray Green in 5th, getting some pressure from the 41. Nancy Stoffren. It's still Stoffren, Johnson, and Johnson. Johnson. Matthew Johnson right there in 3rd place, closing the gap on the leaders. It is starting to rain more and more. Here on lap 13 with 35 here in Road America. Chelsea Johnson, huge contact to the back of Nancy Stoffren, and now Chelsea Johnson has to fight off her brother. Matthew Johnson, side by side for 2nd place. It's the brother and sister. Brother and sister who lives in Avon, Indiana. But it's still the Galway, Ohio native Nancy Stoffren, the Buckeye. She leads in Road America. Nancy Stoffren trying to close the deal. Remember, it isn't going to turn out just like last year, where Delilah Shipley won the race by leading the final few laps. And now it might come down to the brother and sister side by side for 2nd. Johnson, Matthew Johnson back to 2nd. Matthew Johnson, he's going to take 2nd, and now is going to try to run down his teammate. But look at this, Chelsea Johnson not letting Matthew Johnson clear her. Matthew Johnson, Chelsea Johnson, brother and sister, side by side for second. And they have caught the leader. 3 wide. Chelsea Johnson back to the lead. What happened to Nancy? And now, it's the Johnsons that will be fighting for the lead. I think Nancy Soffer had a problem there. And now, how about this? A husband and wife war about to battle here. Nancy and Scott Soffer, 3rd and 4th. We're still watching that fast number 5. Ray Green, can he hold on to 6? Because behind him is a very hungry Lyric Tanner. It's still Chelsea, but now Matthew Johnson to the lead for the first time today. Trying to hold off his sister. Big battle up front. It's a sister. It's a brother and sisters. It's a brother and sister. Huge battle for the lead. This is a great race. Here it is. Chelsea Johnson, she falls back to second. Matthew Johnson around turn 14. He's going to lead his first lap of the day in Road America. Matthew Johnson leads. Well, everybody's mad now because the person who started in second place, Pat Green, look where she's running. She's running in last place. She was battling up front earlier today, but then wrecked, and now she's in last. She wrecked on her own, by the way. And now we're still watching that fast number 18. But how about this battle for the lead? Chelsea Johnson back up front. But Matthew Johnson battling with her. It is the brother and sister battle up front. It's Chelsea who leads. Remember, if you want to see Chelsea Johnson almost win her first IndyCar race in her first IndyCar part-time start, because this year she is racing full-time. Last year, I mean, not racing full-time, but she is still running for a championship. Last year it was at the Texas Motor Speedway Oval when Chelsea Johnson almost, around goes Johnson. Matthew Johnson around. Matthew Johnson will wreck, and that is it for him. Back to second place with Nancy Soffer. How about that? Wow. Here it is. Matthew Redarmo going back after the lead. Redarmo going after the lead again. Matthew Johnson. He fell all the way back. Matthew Johnson fell all the way back to... I don't know where he fell all the way back to. Oh, Rock Hill is in pit road. Lyric Tanner, she's in 6th in her first IndyCar start. But we are still watching that battle up front. But another driver to keep an eye on, that's Kelly Green. She almost won her first IndyCar race here. Her first IndyCar start last year, and it was at this track. Matthew Redarmo leads once again here in Road America. Redarmo lead. It's Redarmo. Not Matthew, but Chelsea Johnson is second. Matthew Johnson, after he wrecked, he was mad. And now look at this. Is that? Yes, it is. Nancy Soffer back to second. Oh my gosh! Off the track, it's Chelsea Johnson, another Johnson, having a problem. Matthew Johnson. He is, I think, running. Look at this. 13th, that's Nathan Rockhill. Matthew Johnson in 9th, right behind his sister again. Huh, that's funny. But Lyric Tanner, this might go her way. Tanner in 5th. Kelly Green coming down to pit road. 4th place, it's Lyric Tanner. But still Matthew O'Donnell who leads in Road America. Matthew O'Donnell, he continues to lead in Road America, but how about this? In 2nd place, is that, yes it is, that's not Matthew Johnson, but here comes Nancy Sofrin. Sofrin in 2nd, contact made, Ray Green in 3rd. Oh man. Ray Green going after his sister. Ray Green, is he gonna take 2nd? I think he will. We're the Indianapolis Grand Prix winner fighting for 2nd place. I think he took it. No, not yet. How about this? Lyric Tanner. Lyric Tanner, she is running in 4th. She has a fast car. Remember, pit stops will happen today. Kelly Green running in last place. 15th is Pat Green. We are continuing to watch. Matthew O'Donnell and Nancy Sofrin fight it out for the lead. Here it is Sofrin with another great run on O'Donnell. Can O'Donnell hold Sofrin on for his first win this year? Can Sofrin get around O'Donnell for her first win in IndyCar? In the IndyCar, Sofrin going low. She takes the lead back. Sofrin back to the lead here in Road America. Lyric Tanner to 3rd. Wow. Lyric Tanner might lead some laps here today. Lyric Tanner in her first IndyCar start. I think the rookies are better than the veterans. Lyric Tanner, right there. She has caught the 27 of Matthew O'Donnell. Lyric Tanner, she is running full-time next year. I think in the 18. O'Donnell slides. O'Donnell off the track in the grass, side by side for the lead and 3rd. O'Donnell off the track again, and it's Sofrin who clears O'Donnell. And now Ray Green going after 3rd. Tanner trying to hold on to 3rd. O'Donnell back to the lead here in Road America. Nancy Sofrin right there. Nancy Sofrin. She just got loose. And now, hold your breath. We're gonna see a battle for the lead. It's the battle between the veteran Matthew O'Donnell, and how about this? In her first career IndyCar start, Lyric Tanner, the rookie, to second. Tanner, she's gonna try to fight with Matthew O'Donnell for the lead. Nancy Sofrin back in third. And it looks like that the front runners is actually having problems today. Lyric Tanner, she is starting to run Matthew O'Donnell back down. Tanner running O'Donnell back down, and the crowd is going wild. Last year's winner here is right there, and now here it is. We're gonna see a rookie maybe lead in Road America. Contact made. Veteran rookie Lyric Tanner. It's Lyric Tanner who leads. Lyric Tanner takes the lead away here in Road America, here on lap 19 of 35. And the laps are winding down for all these drivers. Ray Green will be coming to pit road pretty soon. Nancy Sofrin, she doesn't need to pit. Delilah Shipley does. Alex Johnson doesn't. Alex Johnson in front of her sister and brother. Chelsea doesn't. And then I think Matthew does too. I think everybody has to pit. Avery Shipley not doing good. She's ninth. Is it time to have a heart attack? Nick Green is actually in the top 10 today. But it's Lyric Tanner who is leading in her Lyric Tanner across the start finish line, first lap led in her IndyCar career. Tanner leads in Road America. Lyric Tanner trying to fight off Matthew O'Donnell. O'Donnell right there. O'Donnell, how about that? He's gonna be in second, but oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Road America winner from last year is in third. Where did Delilah Shipley come from? Delilah Shipley, she's in third, but we're still watching the rookie in the 18, not Kyle Busch. Not Audrey Schreiner, but Lyric Tanner, she leads. Jack Moon in 15th. Nick Green to 9th. Sorry for that. And now, Lyric Tanner. It's still Tanner. O'Donnell wrecks. O'Donnell will go around, hard hit into the wall. Oh, big wreck, big wreck. O'Donnell and Alex Johnson gets involved. Wow. O'Donnell, he is usually not the one who wrecks. And he wrecks here in Road America with Alex Johnson. So that number 18, it would love that. Delilah Shipley, she is on pit road now. Nancy Sofrin in the 2, right behind the leader, and that is Nancy Sofrin in second, and it's Tanner who leads. Look at this. Chelsea Johnson back into third. Now how about this? After wrecking, Matthew Johnson is in fourth, then Matthew O'Donnell, then Alex Johnson, then Avery Shipley, Nick Green, Delilah Shipley, and Scott Sofrin. That's the top 10. But it's still Lyric Tanner who continues to lead in her first career IndyCar race. Lyric Tanner looking to win. Tanner trying to win in IndyCar, but how about this? Her career, she did not even race in the ISMA series. She did not race in the Indy Lights. She is just a rookie from the NHRA series. She's an NHRA champion, and now she wanted to try out some Indy cars, and now she is leading in an IndyCar in Road America. Tanner, Lyric Tanner, she leads in Road America. Then it's Nancy Sofrin, Chelsea, and Alex Johnson. And I think, yes it is, and that's Alex Johnson. Alex Johnson also running up there. Third, fourth, and fifth are all the Johnsons. Tanner Pitts back to the lead. It's Nancy Sofrin. Nancy Sofrin, she continues to lead. Sofrin, she led the first few. Nancy Sofrin, no doubt about it, she has led the most laps. Here on lap 22 with 35. Here in Road America. Nancy Sofrin leads. Look at this battle for second. Look at this. Johnson takes second away. It's Matthew Johnson who takes second away from his sister. Yes it is. It's Matthew. It's Matthew who takes second. And now how about that? Nancy Sofrin, Matthew Johnson fight for the lead in Road America. Matthew Johnson, when Nancy Sofrin has fought for the lead before. Remember what happened before Matthew Johnson wrecked. Nancy Sofrin had the lead, and then both brother and sister passed the two. Now here it is. Lap 22 was 35. Still a long way to go. Here in Road America. Lyric Tanner, she's back down in 13th. I don't think she can win. But it will be a great finish indeed. People will fight their will fight their heart out trying to win, and it's still Sofrin and Redarmo. No, it's still Sofrin and Johnson, teammates for Team Penske. And then it's Redarmo. Scott Sofrin, he's going to take fourth. Then it's Harley Myers, she's running up front. Then Jack Moon, Kelly Green, Pat Green, Ray Green, and running back in last place, Nick Green. Sorry for that. So sorry for that. My throat decided not to work right there. Here it is, still a fight for the lead, and it's starting to rain again, which means anybody can win now. Matthew Johnson, he's gonna fight his heart out. He's gonna try to fight his life out of him. Johnson closing the gap back in on Nancy Sofrin. Huge run. Matthew Johnson up high. He gets on the grass, and he almost wrecked again. I think everybody's having problems in the rain here. Remember, there are 2 races here at this track this year. Remember, it's a Road America doubleheader. Next week, they stay here, and again, rain will be back in the forecast. Here it is. Matthew Johnson finally taking the bottom, trying to take the lead back. Sofrin, Johnson, coming onto pit road. Matthew Darmel, I think he's gonna take the lead. Not yet, but how about this? Running in the back all day today. She's gonna make it up today right now. About to take the lead away for the first time today. In the Doom, number 7, across the start-finish line, we have a new leader in Road America. Harley Myers to the lead in Road America. Nancy Sofrin, she is coming out now. Sofrin, right there. Oh man, this is going to be a good finish to this race. And now, coming to 11 to go. Now we just have 12 laps to go from Road America. We are watching Ray Green trying to run the leader down. Then it's Kelly Green, Delilah Shipley, Nathan Rockhill, and how about this? Larry Tanner is right there. And then we have Chelsea Johnson, Nancy Sofrin, and Matthew Johnson. This might be his second win of the year. Can Ray Green pick up his second win of the year? Or can Harley Myers hold on? And now they're coming around now through turn 13, and now through turn 14, and now coming to 11 laps to go. And now we just have 11 remaining. Here from Road America, it's Harley Myers who leads. Myers will need to come down to pit road. But it might be Lyric Tanner's win today. We don't know. Will Kelly Green win? No, she won't. Kelly Green in pit road. Nathan Rockhill, he won't win. Maybe. Delilah Shipley might not win. But how about Ray Green? Ray Green tried to pick up his second win this year. Ray Green in second. But still Harley Myers who leads. She will come to pit road this lap. Ray Green, well, it will be close on field. I mean, it will be close for Ray Green. Ray Green might have to come to pit road. We don't know. Ray Green, second. I think he's gonna take the lead back today. Through the carousel, it's still Harley Myers, Ray Green, Delilah Shipley in third. Then we have Nathan Rockhill. Lyric Tanner back in the top 10. Then top 5. Then we have Chelsea Johnson, Nancy Sofrin, Matthew Johnson, Alex Johnson in 9th. And then we have Avery Shipley. Avery Shipley might do something that we have not seen out of her today. She might win. Myers coming down pit road, which means that will give the lead back up to coming to 10 to go. And now, 10 remaining for the Indianapolis Grand Prix winner, Ray Green. Ray Green just has 10 remaining until but can he hold on for 10 laps? Because he has to face Lyric Tanner. Lyric Tanner is right there. Tanner's second. Then it's Chelsea Johnson, Nancy Stoffren, and Matthew Johnson. Lyric Tanner will pit next time by. But Ray Green just with 10 to go. He leads. Ray Green continues to lead in the Johnson 35 for Road America. Can Ray Green hold on for his second win this year? And now, sad news, Ray Green fans. Ray Green might not even win this race. Will it be Chelsea Johnson who's going to pick up her first career IndyCar Series victory? Lyric Tanner, she's still running down in the back. Lyric Tanner running in 14th. Ray Green coming to pit road, which means back to the lead in Road America. It is here, Chelsea Johnson back to the lead. Johnson takes the lead back. Then it's Stoffren and Johnson. But how about this? Chelsea Johnson might have to come to pit road, which means we might be looking at the battle for the victory. We might be looking at the battle for the win. Let's ride along with Matthew Johnson. Here it is. Here's the helmet cam. Can Matthew Johnson, if Matthew Johnson runs Nancy Stoffren back down, that will be great, because I think Matthew Johnson might win this race. We know. I think it will be a battle between Johnson and Stoffren, but right now it's Matthew Johnson's older sister, Chelsea Johnson, who leads in Road America coming to the carousel. Matthew Johnson, he is running Nancy Stoffren down, trying to anyway, and the leaders have caught Chelsea Johnson. Matthew Johnson trying to run Nancy Stoffren with Chelsea Johnson down. We're right along with Matthew Johnson once they're coming to 6 to go. What a finish. Where you guys are going to witness here today from Road America. Matthew Johnson starting to close the gap back on Nancy Stoffren. Nancy Stoffren, she might have to get on the brakes. Remember, as the battle goes on, that will bring other cars into the mix.
Go Nancy.
Nancy Stoffren. We know. Nancy Stoffren is still looking for her first career first career IndyCar Series victory. Same as Chelsea Johnson, but how about Matthew Johnson and Matthew Radarmo? And how about this? Avery Shipley might be finishing top 10 here. Nick Green to pit road. And now, Nancy Stoffren. She has closed the gap. Well, on Chelsea Johnson, we're right along with Nancy Stoffren. Big run by Nancy Stoffren. She goes low. Is she going to take the lead back? Yes, she is. Johnson losing the lead. Back to the lead. It was Nancy Stoffren. Nancy Stoffren, she takes the lead back. But Chelsea Johnson, though, was still right there. Remember, they're coming down to the carousel. Chelsea Johnson going low. She's going to take the lead. Huge braking zones. This might allow Matthew Johnson to close back in. Nancy Stoffren, the Buckeye, out of Galloway / Columbus, Ohio. Fighting hard with the Oriole from Avon, Indiana. Chelsea Johnson in second. Huge fight for the lead. Nancy Stoffren. Chelsea Johnson. Stoffren leads against Johnson. And but they have to be worried. They have to be worried now. Because look who's right there. Matthew Johnson is there. And now, Chelsea Johnson is coming down pit road. We're going to have a battle on our hands for the win. And now just 5 laps remaining from Road America. It's Nancy Stoffren, Matthew Johnson, Matthew Radarmo is pitting. And now, how about this? Is it? Yes, it is. Jack Moon. He's gonna finish up front as well. But the thing that, Nancy Stoffren, you know what she said after she was battling with Chelsea? She said that was a mistake because look who's right there. Matthew Johnson starting to run the leader back down. It's Jack Moon and Harley Myers, third and fourth. Then it's Delilah Shipley, Ray Green, Kelly Green, Nathan Rockhill, and Lyric Tanner, and Chelsea Johnson. But look at this. Nancy Stoffren is gonna have a fight on her hands. She's gonna have to. She faced with one Johnson. She has to battle with another Johnson. Not just one Johnson, but two Johnsons. Matthew Johnson there in second, trying to run Stoffren down as they're coming to four to go. What a finish we're gonna see from Road America. Matthew Johnson, he closed in right at the right time. He is closing the gap again. One Nancy Stoffren. Now he can see her. Matthew Johnson can see the leader. Now just 4 laps to go. Now just 4 remaining from Road America. Lap 32. Whoa, 35, just 4 to go. Matthew Johnson, he's gonna make a run for it. Johnson, half a second behind Stoffren. Less than that now. Nancy Stoffren trying to pull away. And this is Matthew Johnson's specialty. Making the cars in front of him make mistakes. Contact made between teammates. Battle for the lead, back to the lead is Matthew Johnson. Matthew Johnson takes the lead back, but here comes Nancy Stoffren. Matthew Johnson is slow, coming down towards the carousel. Matthew Johnson with 4 laps to go leads in here in Wisconsin. He leads the Johnson 35. And it would be special to see a Johnson win the Johnson 35. And now, here it is. Trying to close the gap back on Matthew Johnson is Nancy Stoffren. Stoffren, right there in second. She's not too far behind Matthew, but Matthew continues to pull away. And now, here it is. If they both get together and wreck, it might be Jack Moon who might win. Matthew Johnson, out turn 14, coming to 3 to go here in Road America. Out turn number 14. We just had 3 laps remaining from Road America. It's Matthew Johnson, Nancy Stoffren, Jack Moon, Delilah Shipley, Harley Myers, Ray Green, Pat Green, Nathan Rockhill, Lyric Tanner, and Chelsea Johnson. That's the top 10. Pat Green, and it looks like that she might be finishing last. Nancy Stoffren right there. She has closed back in on the leader, Matthew Johnson. Nancy Stoffren. Huge run by Stoffren. Stoffren closing the gap back. Stoffren goes high. Battle for the lead. I think Nancy took it back. No, not yet. Side by side. It's still a battle up front. Nancy Stoffren, she's gonna fight her life out of it. Nancy Stoffren back up front. Here comes Matthew Johnson. Johnson gets off the track. Johnson, I think, just made a race losing mistake. I think that was a pass for the win. We don't know. Matthew Johnson's still right there, though. Johnson, can he run Stoffren back down? He is. Big run by Johnson, though. Matthew Johnson closing the gap back on Sofrin. Nancy Sofrin trying to hold on for her first career IndyCar victory. It is going to come down between the teammates in Team Penske. Now coming through the S's, and now coming around to take 2 to go. And now through turn number 14. Coming to 2 to go. On the front straightaway for the final 2 times. Coming to 2 to go. 2 remaining from Road America. Another factor in this is pit stops, where the leaders need to come to pit road. Nancy Sofrin. It's Nancy Sofrin. Matthew Johnson right there. But remember, they might have to pit. Matthew Johnson. He has 1 extra fuel lap within Nancy Sofrin. Johnson trying to run Sofrin down. They might be burning up their fuel as they're fighting for the win. And now Nancy Sofrin right there. And now coming to more sharp turns. Through another sharp turn here in Road America. Matthew Johnson starting to close the gap back down. One Nancy Sofrin. Matthew Johnson right there. Huge run by Johnson. Johnson, he is right there. And they might have to come to pit road this lap. We don't know. Nancy Sofrin leads. And now they're coming around to take the white flag. Nancy Sofrin trying to keep her fuel in her car. Nancy Sofrin, Matthew Johnson fighting for the win. Johnson down low. Back to the lead is Matthew Johnson, but Nancy Sofrin fights back. Now they're coming around to take the white flag in Road America. And now on the front straightaway, coming to the white flag. Pit stops might not be a factor. 1 to go for Nancy Sofrin. Nancy Sofrin. She knew that she would have a chance to win, but she has to hold on. As now the rain is falling. This is Matthew Johnson's specialty. Matthew Johnson. We're right along with him. This is the final lap in Road America. Can Matthew Johnson get it done? Trying to close the gap back down. Huge run by Matthew Johnson. And now coming to another sharp turn. Johnson, huge run again. One Sofrin coming to the carousel for the final time. And now coming around to be in the carousel for the final time. Matthew Johnson right there. Sofrin pulling away just a bit. Nancy Sofrin, she knows that she needs to block. Matthew Johnson not too far behind. And now she has waited. She has waited all year long, same as last year. Last year, rookie season. This year, with a newly veteran. She waited a long time for this. Coming around to turn number 14. The woman we're going to see in victory lane. Career win. Number 1. On the front straightaway, Nancy Sofrin. She's going to win in Road America. Sofrin holds on to win. Sofrin holds on to the win in Road America. Here it is. Jack Moon. If he pits, he might not finish 3rd. Still trying to get a podium. Coming around. And now out of turn number 14, remember, Nancy Sofrin just won. But remember, there's another Road America race coming up. He does not pit. And now out of turn 14, he's going to finish third. Moon finished third, but we are watching today's winner. Race 1 from Road America. In a little bit, race 2 will be coming on. Nancy Sofrin tries to go back to back. Can she sweep Road America? But Nancy Sofrin, she just won her first IndyCar race. Now let's take a look at the results. It was Sofrin, Johnson. And results were for race 1. Sofrin, Johnson, Moon, Shipley, Green, Ray Green. Harley Myers comes back to finish 6th. Nathan Rocket, Lyric Tanner. How about this? Kelly Green. Finishing in the top 10, 2 Johnsons, Chelsea and Matthew. Then it was Alex Johnson, Matthew Redarmo 12th, Nick Green. No, Avery Shipley, then Nick Green, Scott Sofrin, and Pat Green. Pat Green finished in last after qualifying in second. What a race that was. We will be back for race 2 in a few